Good morning. Good morning. I hope everyone is doing well. I am going to share this out so that everyone knows that I am live because I have been out for a week because I've been sick. So everybody's kind of been wondering where I'm at. I've gotten messages from so many people wishing me well and to get better and all the things. And I'm so thankful for you guys for doing that and keeping me in your thoughts and prayers while I was sick. So I appreciate that very, very much. And I am better and we are going to do a tutorial today. So if you guys are up for it, grab your paints. Grab your brushes and whatever you feel like you need to do watercolor, because we are going to paint today, which it has been a week. I've been in bed for the entire week. It was not good. I was very ill. You know, you guys told on Friday when I did my tutorial, I was kind of coughing a little bit and I thought it was allergies, but it was not, because it came on with a vengeance on Saturday. And then by Sunday, I was just horrible. And I went to the doctor on Monday and I started taking breathing treatments and I did that all week and I'm feeling better. If I am a little scratchy in my throat or struggling today, that's why I'm still kind of, I'm not 100%. So I don't know how long my voice will hold up, but we're going to do our best. Thank you for the heart me, Stacy Lee. I've missed seeing you. Hey, Kinder. Kelly, how are you? I've missed seeing you. Hey, Kinder. Kelly, how are you? Thank you guys for being patient. Thank you guys for being patient. It has been a bit of a mess. So hopefully I will get back into the swing of things and be back on schedule this week. I will try not to cough too much. I still am getting over it. I'm not 100% just yet, but I am way better, y'all. I was so ill. But I'm definitely better. Hey, Kristen, thank you so much for the heart me. How's it going? Glad you're here. Hey, Rain. So glad you're here. I'm glad I'm back. I'm glad I'm feeling better. We're going to get back into our fruit series, which is the one that we've been working on. So hopefully you guys will paint with me today. We're going to do our fruit series again today. We are going to do the pineapple today. So let me get to that so I can show you guys what we're doing today. That's going to be this right here. So is that up for you guys? There it is right here. Let me get it as big as I can get it. So that's the pineapple we're going to be doing today, guys. Hey, Talia. Glad to see you. Thank you, Kristen. You have a wonderful day, too. Thanks, Rain. Yeah, I have been sick, so I've not been on. The last tutorial I did was the blueberry, and then after that I got very sick, and I've been sick ever since. So I'm just now getting back on. Yes, Stacy Lee, I'm going to show it in just a little while. Just give me a moment to get everything set up and go through all the things that we're going to be needing today. And then I will show you guys the bigger photo through all the things that we're going to be needing today. And then I will show you guys the bigger photo of what we're going to paint. And I will definitely give you time to screenshot that. So as normal, I will always do that. So Okay, so let's just talk about the things that we're going to need for today's tutorial. Obviously, we are going to need some paper. Guys, my desk has been rearranged because just talk about the things that we're going to need for today's tutorial. Obviously, we are going to need some paper. Guys, my desk has been rearranged because I did get my new Meeden drawers in for my pens. So check this out. So now I have all my pencils. All my Color pencils that I told you guys I was wanting to put in the drawers are all here now. Isn't this exciting? I love it. And I also was able to put my grabby pens in there and also all of my Lango gel pens. It's a 90 color gel pen set. And I got those all put in here as well. So I have all of those in this because I got the 10 drawer set. So the 2 5 stacking. So I just got those. And then this is my old set that I had already. It's over here on this side now. So I'm kind of getting used to this here now. So I'm getting used to this new setup. So just bear with me as I'm grabbing things. So today, because I'm kind of still getting used to it. It came in and then I got sick. And it wasn't until yesterday that I finally got everything set up and organized because I didn't feel up to it when it first came in. So, all right. So we are going to be using the Meeden paper. So that is right here. And this is the paper that we use. It is a 5x7 size, and it is cold press 100% cotton. The great thing I love about this paper is, first of all, I love the texture. It's absolutely gorgeous. But thank you for the Go Popular, Kristen. But also, you can fit 4 ACEO sizes on this sheet with no waste. So let me turn my volume up some. Okay. So you can see that you don't have any waste, which I love because this is the size that I do the most often. And so having this 5x7 size keeps me from wasting any paper, and it comes with 20 sheets. So if you have 20 sheets and you get 4 out of each sheet, you get 80 total ACEOs out of this pad of paper. So it's a really good bang for your buck. So if you're looking for a great paper, this is a great one to use. You obviously don't have to use the paper I'm using. That's just what I'm using, and I want you guys to know what I'm using. So Kelly, thank you so much for that heart me. I appreciate that. So that's the paper that we're going to be using today. Additionally, we will be doing we'll be using the Meeden brushes, which are right here. Let me grab those. Okay, these are the Meeden brush set. So these are the brushes that I'll be using, and they are my favorite. I absolutely love these. I've had this set for almost 2 years now, and they do not rust, which is great. You can see that these have been in the water multiple times over the last 2 years, almost every day. And there's no rust. The ferrule is really, really tight, so I don't have any shedding, which is super, super nice. And hey, Ferrule Mom, how's it going? I've been out. I've been sick, so I haven't been on for a week. So this is my first time back since the blueberry, since we did the blueberry. But anyway, these also, they don't shed. They're designed to reduce hand fatigue, and they have a really short handle, so it's really easy to control your stroke. So if you're looking for a really nice professional brush set, but you don't want to break the bank, then this is a great set because they're very affordable, but they're also a really good set, and they will level your art up. So that is this Meeden set that I have pinned below. Well, I guess it's good that you've been busy at work, though, right? I mean, you know, that's always a good thing, to be busy. I'm going to spread these out. These are these were the sea creatures that we did recently, and we've just recently started. Oh, here's some more. We've just recently started these the fruit set. So So that is what we're going to be working on today, is the fruit set. We're going to be doing the pineapple, which is right up here. Okay. All right. Now, the other thing you're going to need is you're going to need some paints. I'm going to be using the Meeden 96 color set today for, which is this one right here. This set comes with a fold-out palette, which I love. It's detachable, so you can take it off, set it to the side, and use it however you need to. You get 30 of your metallic paints, you get 12 macaroon colors, and you get 6 neons, along with 48 primary and secondary colors arranged from lightest to darkest. So they help you to learn to shade, because you can just work your way up as you shade, which is really nice. These pop out, which is great because you can move them over to your workspace if you want to, and then move them back when you are done. I love that. They also pop out individually as well. If you want to get individual tins and like refill them or whatever, you can when you are done. I love that. They also pop out individually as well. If you want to get individual tins and like refill them or whatever, you can do that as well. It comes with 2 art sponges, comes with an eraser, a brush, and a pencil. And it closes up. Super easy. You just reattach this right here like this. I can get it in there, fold it down, close it up, and you're ready to go to put away and store really easily. So I love that. This is a great paint set. It's my favorite. I use this every day. Out of all the paint sets that I have, this is my favorite. So that's what we're going to use today. Again, y'all have to forgive me if I do have some clearing of my throat and some coughing, because again, I've been sick and I wasn't even sure if I should come on today because I wasn't sure how my voice was going to hold up. So hopefully it'll hold up for the live today. We're going to keep our fingers crossed for that. Oh, thank you for the lit up rose, Kristen. That was so sweet. I appreciate it so much. You guys are so sweet to send me all those gifts. Okay, so that's basically all you need other than a pencil. And I told you guys I was working on getting a different pencil set for y'all. And I did find one and I did get it in. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. I believe it is, hang on. In just a moment. I'm going to try to find it for you. Because I'm not sure which one. Well, y'all, I may not be able to find it this morning. I may have to just wait till tomorrow because it's in my showcase somewhere, but I'm not sure where it's at. And I didn't think to add it to my normal product list. But anyway, I'm going to be using this. It's by Nick Pro. And it has erasers, pencils. It's basically very similar to the set that I was using before. It's got the 4 different sizes, your 0.5, your 0.7, and your 0.9, and then all of your 2.0s. It's got your erasers. It did not come with a kneaded eraser, which I was kind of sad about. But it did come with the pencil sharpeners, and it did come with your extra leads and extra erasers and stuff like that. So it's a great little set. It's definitely less expensive than the set that I was using prior, but I've used these all weekend and I really like them. So they're a good little set, and they are metal and they're made really well. So so that is the set that I'm going to be using today, and it is in my showcase. It's not in the bag below. I'll have to find it and pin it for you guys because I cannot remember what company it was from. It's a Nick Pro set, but the company that I got it from, I cannot remember, so I can't look it up. I'm just going to have to wait and find it for you guys the next time that I set up my live. So I'll do that before tomorrow, so I have to make sure I have it. Okay, so that's what we're going to be using today. I'm going to grab my paper out of here so we can get started. And we're going to be doing the pineapple today. So hang on, let me find my paper. So I've already got my paper. It's pre-cut. I cut it myself out of that 5x7 size that I showed you guys earlier. So we'll be using the Meeden paper, and I'm going to tape it down to my wood so that I can, hang on, let me turn this down. I don't know why that's coming on. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be taping mine down to this wooden surface right here. And that way I can move it around if I need to. But it will still give me these little frames like I like. Okay. So let's get our washi tape and go ahead and tape everything down, and then we will get started. All right. Okay. Where is my washi tape now? I've moved it because my studio has been, oh, here it is. So I also got these, guys. This came in 30 drawers. It came with 30 drawers. And so I was able to put all my washi tape in them, and then all of my other pin sets that I didn't have space for in my marker area, which is really, really nice. So I put my washi tape in there. Isn't that cute? So excited. I got those on the TikTok shop as well, and it comes with 30 different drawers, so it was lots and lots of space, which really helped me to get some stuff organized. I told you guys my goal this year was to get my studio organized so that I could use the supplies that I have, because, you know, when you don't know what you have because it's all stacked on shelves all the time, then it's really hard to use your supplies, because you don't want to go through everything every time you're on shelves all the time. Then it's really hard to use your supplies because you don't want to go through everything every time you need something. And then you end up getting stuff that you already have when you go to the store, which is really irritating. And then, so now I kind of am able to see everything that I have. And that is incredibly helpful in being able to be more creative, because I'm not having to and hunt through drawers and all that kind of stuff. So I did look, the last time I looked, those Meeden art drawers that I just got in were on a flash sale. So if you guys click that product link in the bag below, I don't know what, let me see what number it is. It's number 21 in the bag below. It's these right here. And it looks like they are still on a flash sale for the next day, the next 24 hours or so. So if you are interested in grabbing a set of those Meeden drawers, they are so worth it. I got 2 sets because I got the first set and I got 6. And then I was so obsessed with them and they were amazing that I got 4 more. Then I turned around and got this set of 10 stacking ones after that, because I cannot tell you how amazing they are to use, because they just keep things so organized. Now, what I'm going to do today after I get off of here is I'm going to label all of these drawers with what's in them with my Cricut. I'm going to print out some small little labels, and I'm going to label them so that I know exactly what is in each drawer, so I can just reach and pull it open and I know, you know, what's there, which is going to be so nice. But you don't have to label them. Obviously, it's not that much trouble to pull them, to open them up and see, but they're really, really good. So, all right, let's get started. These are the paints we're going to be using, the Meeden. We're going to be using our Nic Pro pencil And be sure you have an eraser, because I can assure you that, well, I'm going to need an eraser. You guys may not need one, but I'm sure that I'm going to need an eraser, because we are doing the pineapple today. And that pineapple has been the one out of the bunch that I've kind of been dreading, because I know that drawing it is going to be kind of a royal pain. And I'm not going to put the sunglasses on him just because I don't want the sunglasses on him. But if you guys want to add the sunglasses, you're more than welcome to do that. But let me show you your screenshot. So if you want to take a screenshot of this little guy, go ahead and do that now, because this is what we're going to be painting. And again, I'm not going to do the sunglasses because I think he's cute without them. And so that's what I'm going to do. So go ahead, take your screenshot, because we are about to get started on this little guy. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to put you guys on my overhead so that you guys can see. And we will get started. All right. Okay. Y'all give me some thumbs up in the comments. Guys, I need lots of comments, lots of emojis, lots of everything to kind of get this live pushed out to the FYP. Please tap the screen as often as you can. Please share it out with your friends that you think might want to paint with us or might want to see this. Remember that all of the replays for all of my things are available on my Tube of You. So if you've missed any of these, you can get the replays there. All right. If we get to 30,000 likes, I will do a giveaway. I have some cute summer earrings that I have handmade that I will be giving away at the 30,000 like mark. So be sure you tap the screen as much as you can and get us to that goal so that we can do that. I appreciate everybody that is here, and let's get started. Here we go. All right. So we're going to draw this little pineapple. He's going to be an oval first. So let's go ahead and start him in a little oval, kind of a flat oval. Okay. And across the bottom like this. Okay, so it's kind of a little flat oval. It's going to come all the way up. And then from here, we're going to have to start drawing his little leaves. Okay, so they're just going to come out to a point like this. You're going to want to do one big one in the center like this. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and finish this out. I think it's all right. We'll worry about that later. Second little leaf coming out, or third little leaf coming out here. And we're just kind of joining these leaves all together. That one in the middle is kind of weird. I'm going to go ahead and bring this one out like that. You don't want this to be too uniform and too perfect, because it's not how pineapples are. So you kind of want them to be different on each side. And you know, so don't make it too perfect. Although that looks really weird, so I'm going to fix that. All we're doing is just filling them in. There we go. That's better. Okay, so we don't want, like I said, we don't want anything to be too symmetrical. Maybe I'm going to make that one off to the side. All right, so there is our little base drawing of our pineapple. Just know that it doesn't have to be perfect. Pineapples are not the perfect shape. And we'll go ahead and we'll kind of make our little jagged edges like pineapples have and stuff as we go. All right. So there is our pineapple. I'm going to run my kneaded eraser because we're going to be doing yellow on him. So we don't want these lines to be too harsh. So run your kneaded eraser over it if you choose to kind of lighten up some of those lines. Okay. All right. Let me get that changed. Sorry, I had to change my music because TubeView is very particular about what's on your videos. And so when I upload this, I don't want to have anything that's copyrighted. So I have to be careful about the music that I play. All right. Okay, now that we have him drawn, we are going to go ahead and start putting our base down. Let me get some water because I forgot to fill up my water thing. So I'm going to do that really quickly. And then we'll get started on getting some color on this guy. Y'all give me a thumbs up in the comments if you're ready to move on to the color part. Let me know or type in ready or something like that so I know that we are ready to move forward. Good. Kinder Kelly is ready. Tali is ready too. Thank you guys. Y'all go ahead and tap the screen a few times. Share it out if you can. And thank you, Ginger. Yes, I have been out of it. Let me tell you, I just stayed in the bed. I didn't do hardly anything because I was ill. It was not good. And I still don't know what it was. I ended up doing breathing treatments and the whole thing to get better. And I don't know if maybe it might have been, you know, I don't know. It was just some sort of bronchitis or head cold, summer cold, I guess. I don't know. It was yucky though. I can tell you that for sure. But on a positive note, I did do my checkup on Monday as well when I went to the doctor, and I had my blood work came back perfect, which is a great thing because that means I don't have to still, you know, not having to do anything for any kind of, you know, sickness as an, you know, chronic illness, which is great. I attribute that to all the supplements I take. Because as a nutritionist, I know how important that is. So I take a lot of supplements every day, but I would much rather do that than take pharmaceuticals. So I'm excited about that. Okay. We are going to put some color to this. So let's go ahead and reach and grab some of our, I guess I'm going to use, from a color standpoint, I'm not sure. Let me just look at him for a minute and see. I think I'm going to have to use the lemon yellow, which is this one right here. And I'm going to use the orange yellow, which is this one right here. So these are the two colors I'm going to use. I'm going to use this yellow for the base, and I'm going to use this yellow for the highlights. Okay. So let me get go ahead and spray those. Get everything kind of sprayed down good so that it's conditioned. I'm going to move all these out of the way. Put those right there. All right. I just want to make sure you guys have a view that you can kind of see what I'm doing. Because I'm right-handed, so I have to keep this on the left so my hand's not in your way. All right, so we're going to start with this yellow right here. And we're going to go ahead and just coat the entire pineapple with that yellow. Oh, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's not do that just yet. Let's do a background. Let's go ahead and put the sky and stuff in. So go ahead and put in some clear water around your pineapple. And now we're going to add in a little bit of blue in here. Okay. And then you're going to take your dry brush and you're just going to pick that up. So that it's very, very light. Okay, and then if we want to add in some splotchy clouds later, we can do that, but we've got our little blue in there. We'll put our little sand down at the bottom. So go ahead and put in some water underneath him and kind of around here. And let's do a little bit of this kind of brown color right through here. Okay, dry your brush and rinse or pull that off. Pick all that up so that it's not too dark. And we've got a base for our background. Now we'll add to that after we're done and kind of make that more pronounced as far as like the ground up underneath them and stuff. But for now, we're gonna leave it like that. Stacy, did you miss the screenshot of the pineapple? I'm sorry, baby. Let me show you another one. There you go. Go ahead and grab you a screenshot of it. Okay. You got it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. You got it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. You are welcome. Okay. So let's go ahead now and put in our base color for our pineapple. So we are going to, oh goodness, got something on those. I'm going to put my, let me grab my brush holder that comes with my golden maple brushes so that I can keep my brushes off of anything. Will be helpful. All right. That way they won't mess up anything. Okay. So we're going to take our yellow and we are going to fill in our pineapple with our yellow. Don't worry about the eyes. We'll do the eyes with our gel pens. So we don't have to worry about that right now. Okay, so just fill it in. All right, so we have our pineapple. And now we are going to take and we're going to drop in some of this darker yellow, this yellow orange. We're going to do that right around the left side edges. Just kind of let it do its thing. There's no reason to help it. It knows what to do, remember. And then right along the bottom here. And let that kind of spread on its own. No need to give it any help. And we will dry that. That was easy peasy. Okay, we're going to do that same technique on the leaves. Okay, so we're going to put a base coat on the leaves. Now, for the leaves, I'm going to use my Golden Maple detail brush because we're going to do each one individually. So we're going to be using this Golden Maple set right here. And I'm going to use the, oops. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. All right, let me get this out of here. All right, so this is our Golden Maple. Thanks, Ginger, for that heart me. All right, and this is the Golden Maple set. It has 20 different brushes in it. They are all amazing. They're made out of this great birch wood. The handles are short, so you can control your strokes really easily. The ferrule will not rust. They do not shed, which I love because I hate it when my brushes shed. And I'm going to use the 18, but this comes with 20 different brushes and a case. So you get your flat brushes, your liner brushes, you get a fan brush, an angled brush, and you also get round brushes as well. So this is a great little set for all of your details. One of my favorite sets, honestly. So this is the Golden Maple set, and that is the one that I'm going to be using today for our leaves. I'm going to be using the 18. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's an 18 over 0. So that's what we will be using. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my yellows back for now. And I'm going to pull out my greens. I'm going to be using these two greens, which is the olive, and I'm not sure which one that is, but let me see. It is the grass green and the olive green. Those are the two that I will be using. They are located in the second 10 on the bottom, these two greens right here. Okay. All right, so we're going to use this first, which is the grass green, and we're going to put it into all of our leaves. I put a lot of water in it because I didn't want to overpower it, but remember, if you get too much, you can always take it up with a dry brush. But I want to have a good solid base color. Not too much, not too dark. We can always add color to it. And we'll add in some water before we do our shadowing. So see, like that, I had to add some more water to it because it was a little too dark. So I just reached over, grabbed some water, and added it to it, and that just makes it easy to lighten it up. Super easy. All right. Just keep filling in. Oops, that's a little dark there. Just keep filling in that green in your leaves. Now we're going to make these kind of blend in just a minute. I'm going to show you how to do that. But for now, just do a solid green and have it touch the pineapple at the edge. But we'll blend the pineapple to the leaves in just a minute. My interface has changed. I'm sorry, Darlene. I hate that. I hate to hear that. I'll be praying for you for sure. I was sick all last week, so this is my first live back for that. I've been really sick. But I'm doing much better, so I'm going to try to get my voice and throat to last throughout the whole live today. Okay, so now that we have that done, what we're going to do, the first thing I'm going to do is this. I want to put some water right here, just a little bit, right along the top of the pineapple, okay? And I want to kind of blend that yellow into the leaves a little bit because I kind of want it to look like they're obviously growing out of the pineapple. So I'm going to take a little bit of my yellow and I'm just going to touch it right along the base of the leaves here. So it kind of works its way up into the leaves. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the green. I'm going to bring the green in and I'm going to just kind of touch it right along. Hang on. Right along the base of the pineapple so that they kind of blend together. So we're going to kind of make those blend as they should. Okay. So it's going to bring some of that green down into your pineapple just a tad. I'm going to use my larger brush to kind of blend that. Got some paper towel in there. So now we kind of have this little blended effect of the yellow and the green together, which is nice. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take, well, let's go ahead and dry that up first. Okay, so we've got that mixture in there. Okay, and now I'm going to do my shadows around my leaves. So I'm going to take this darker, I'm going to take this same green. I was going to use the olive, but I don't think it's going to go well. So I'm going to use this same green, but I'm going to use it as a wet on dry technique. And we're going to go in to the left sides and to any of the places where we feel like there needs to be a shadow with this little brush, okay? So like right here where this connects, we're going to go ahead and bring that in there. So we're going to kind of break that up. Now, if it's too dark, go ahead and wet your brush and kind of give it, kind of spread it out just a little bit so it's not too overpowering. Okay, so we're kind of just separating these out a little bit and figuring out exactly how we want these leaves to shadow. So like right here, I feel like there needs to be a shadow right in here. So I'm going to put in a little bit of that dark right there. And then I'm going to take a little bit of my clear water, kind of blend it so it's not harsh. And this might be a little bit easier to do it if it's wet. So maybe we try a wet on wet and see if that works a little bit better. Let me try. See what happens. I don't know. I don't know which one's easier, but whatever you're comfortable with, guys. I like a wet on wet technique, but sometimes when you're doing small areas like this, it makes it a little harder. I definitely know that I want a shadow right here. So we're going to put some in there. And I'm going to spread that with a wet brush. This is why I went with a much lighter base, because I knew I was going to be adding in these shadows, and we want that light base to show through. That light green. And again, right here on this side. So we'll go ahead and... Hi, Deanna. How are you? Glad you're here. All right. Now this right here in front is kind of weird because it's not really... doesn't really need a shadow, but it for sure needs to be kind of defined out. So I'm just going to do like a little outline, and I'm going to just kind of bring it up just enough to where it blends. But I'm not going to do too much there. Okay, and then we're going to need a shadow here. And also right here. So go ahead and put in some pigment there. Rinse your brush. Take some clear water and blend that up. Just like that. And now we're going to start working on our shadows over on this side. So we are going to grab, and we're going to need a shadow right here. Now rinse your brush, take some clear water, and blend that up. I'm hearing my birds this morning, so that's good. They sound a little further than normal. Maybe they've moved their nest. So basically in the where each of these leaves kind of connect is where we're putting our shadows. And then we're taking clear water and we're just kind of blending all the way up to kind of make them look smooth. And then, of course, right here, we don't necessarily need a shadow, but we do need to have that separated. So I'm just adding a little bit right there and blending that up. We want that yellow to kind of show through like it's connected. And then right here in this little connected corner, and right here, okay. Okay, so just add in where you feel like it needs it. Make sure you have pigment in to separate the leaves out so you know which leaves are what. So like right here, this is wet, but this leaf needs to come down. But I can't do that just yet because, or this leaf needs to come over. And I can't do that just yet because it's still wet. So when we dry it, I'll go back in and do that again. So we'll do this last one right here, and then we'll go back in and I'll do that. So this is going to be right here. And again, I'm using teeny tiny little, thank you, Rhonda. I'm glad I'm feeling better too, because I have been quite quite sick. But luckily, I have lots of people who help me when I need it. You know, my mom and my my mom and my daughter, and my husband is wonderful about helping when I'm sick. So, all right, let's go ahead and dry this, and then let's fix a couple of those little sections that need to be fixed. All right. So right here, this leaf, let me just make sure I don't have too much, needs to come in like this. Well, I think I brought it down like this. Yeah. Let me just get enough on my brush to work. And we'll bring it down like this. So I just want to, I'm not really outlining, but I'm giving it some depth by separating those out just a little bit. I'm going to give this kind of a little, some veins. I feel like it needs some. Since it's right in the middle. There we go. That looks good. All right. So that's all done. Now it is time to give this cute little pineapple some personality. All right. So we're going to add in the eyes and the eyebrows and stuff, and then we'll start kind of giving it some detail with the little spikes and stuff like pineapples have. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I am going to switch over to my gel pens. Okay, and we're going to do, these are my ZSCM gel pens. I'm going to use the white and the black. Okay, I've got to find them. Here's my white. Here's my black. Okay, now the thing I love about this gel pen pack is that you have these swatches in your pens, so you don't have to keep up with them. They just go directly down in your pen, and these flow really, really well. This is the 100 pack, and they are incredible, and I love them, and I use them pretty much exclusively when I'm needing gel pens. However, I do want to say this. When I'm needing a small area, like around the eyes, having a smaller tip gel pen is better, and these Lango retractable gel pens are amazing for that. So I'm going to pull that one out as well. This set comes with 90 colors, and they have the 0.7 millimeter tips, so they're teeny tiny tips, which is nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is and these also layer really well. These are designed with this extra, it's got an upgraded ink in these, so they're designed to where you can layer your gel pens, which is really nice because layering is sometimes hard when it comes to gel pens. So these Lango ones work really good for that. So I'll be using that one as well. I don't think, let me just see. If I can find those for you guys. Because they are a really nice set. And I don't know. Let me see. I know they're here somewhere. And I don't know how to spell that. I think it's, let me try this. Here they are. All right, I'm just going to add those in there because I love this set of gel pens, even though it's not one that I've shown you guys before. But I have these and I've had them for a while, and I use them, I pull them out quite frequently because of the tip on them. Now they flow really well too, and they layer really well. So the benefit of these is that the layering is really good on them. So that's that set. Okay, so I'm using, but I'm going to start with my ZSCM. And what I'm going to do is I am going to use the black to make the eye. I'm going to draw it with a pencil first, though, just because I don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to do, here's my eye. And then, of course, I'm going to do the little winky eye here. And our smiley face here. Our eyebrows here. Okay, and so what we're going to do is we're going to have black that's going to be here. Then we're going to have blue that's going to be here. And we're going to have white right here. Okay, so I'm going to take my black and I am going to, let me get a piece of paper here. I always like to write with it first to make sure the ink is flowing. And I'm going to go in with my black. And fill that in. And I'm going to go all the way around. Okay, like that. Okay, now this is where I'm talking about the little comes in. This little tipped Lango is where I'm going to want to do the white, okay, because it's such a small area. The blue, I'm going to use my Grabby waterproof multi-liner. You can use an acrylic pen if you want. You could use the Lango blue if you wanted to also. I'll put that right here. So there's my blue. And although I like that, I don't think it shows up well enough. So I am going to pull out my Lango blue and use that instead. Just because I think that it will. And normally I wouldn't pull out these Langos, but since I got them in my drawers, remember I told you using these organizational drawers will get all your supplies out so that you can use them. These have been on a shelf and I use them periodically, but I have to pull the whole box out and pull all the trays out and all the things, and I didn't want to do that. Now I'm using them because they're available to me because they're in these drawers right beside me, which is great. So I'm going to go in here and you can see these are going to show up much, much better. Okay, now I'm going to dry that. Okay, and again, I'm going to go kind of around the edges with my black so that I can cover up where that met. Yep. Now we're going to do the white. So this is the Lango white. I'm going to put that in right here. Okay. Again, let me dry that. These are acrylic paints that come out of the Lango gel pen, so it's just like any other paint. You have to let it dry or it will smear. Okay, and then I'm going to use my ZSCM white to go over and make the highlight right here of the eye. Okay. Then again, we're going to do the black for the winky eye. We're going to make this a little wider on this side. And make the eyelashes. Eyelashes over here. Ah, so cute. Okay, now for the mouth and the eyebrows, I'm gonna use my Grabby multi-liner black. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna pull. Yeah, I am too. I'm gonna use my multi-liner black to do that. I'm gonna use the 01. Ginger, thank you for that purchase. You're going to like those pens. They're really, and they've got beautiful colors in them. Like the colors are absolutely incredible. All right, so we're going to do our eyelashes. We want them to be a little bit wider at the top than the bottom. Okay, and then we're going to do our mouth. And remember, you can do the mouth however you want. Like if you remember, the blueberry mouth was open like this. And then, of course, the mouth like this on the watermelon. So if you want to do like a fun mouth that's open, you can do that as well. I really like that. I think that's super cute. So if you want to do that, you can. And we need to put some cheeks on this little guy too. So now that we have his face on and we know where his little cheeks need to go, we're going to go in and we're going to add some water right here where his cheek is, and right here. And we're going to drop in some pink. Okay, so whatever pink color you want to put in there for his cheeks, go ahead and drop it in. Rinse your brush. And then just kind of spread it out so that it's very subtle. You don't want them to be too much. That's not quite enough, though. So I'm going to try that again and put a little bit more. So you can at least see the little cheekies. We can even put some freckles on there if we wanted to. All right, I love the cheeks. Okay, let's try that. Bizarre Cup of Tea, thank you so much for the follow. I'm going to follow you back. Appreciate that. Hey, Tipsy Gypsy, how's it going? Hope you are enjoying your Monday morning. All right, let's go ahead and put in some, I'm just going to put in some little freckles. Giving her some freckles. All right, now it is time to start adding in some of our like little, you know how pineapples have the little triangle, flaky, kind of like scales, but they're vegetable scales and not mermaid scales. So we're going to do that. Now, in order to do that, I'm going to use my colored pencils, okay? Now, when we use our pencils, I'm going to set y'all up here so you can see. We want to do, I'm using the Watercolor pencils. So these are them. This is the set right here. They come in a tin, but I've offloaded mine onto my drawers. Okay. This is my pinks. So these are all the pinks that you have, the options of pinks. You have yellows and oranges, which is what we need. So I'm going to pull my yellows and oranges out and set them beside me so that I have them to use. And I'm going to probably go in with something that's fairly dark, like this warm yellow, to make these little scales. And you want this tip to be super, super sharp. I have not used this color before, so you can see the tip is squared off at the bottom, and you don't want to do that because I want these to be very, very subtle. So I'm going to sharpen mine. Oh, I think mine's full. I've got to dump it. It's full. Hang on. It's full of shavings. I hadn't emptied this in a while. And I use this pencil sharpener all the time, so it's kind of jammed up in there. There we go. Okay. Sorry. There we go. Okay, so you want the tip to be very sharp so that you have this really good point. Okay, that's what you want. And oh, you're welcome, Bizarre Cup of Tea. You're so welcome. I'm so glad you're here joining us for our daily live tutorial. All right, so I have pencil on my fingers. I'm dumping my pencil sharpener. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go along the edge first here, and we're going to kind of give it some just V's. You're making teeny tiny little V's like that. Okay, along the edge. And they don't need to all be the same. You want it to be, you know, not symmetrical. And then we'll go over and move over to this side and do the same thing over here. Remember, you want it to be pointed, so you want your pencil to be very sharp. So we can give it these edges. And as we get down here, we're going to kind of go in to the pineapple itself. And just give it some of those little V shapes. Okay. Not too much. Okay, you don't want to overwhelm it, overpower it. All right. Ginger, thank you for sharing the live out. I appreciate that. Where are we at on our likes? We're at 6,000 likes, guys. Normally, I don't do a giveaway until we get to 30,000. So if you guys want to do a giveaway today, you want a set of handmade earrings that I've done, I would be more than happy to send those to a winner if we get to that 30,000 like mark. Okay, so I'm just kind of going along here and just putting this in along that, mostly along the left side, but a little bit across the top here and along this right side, just along the, you know, the edge of that. Okay, so that it looks like it has a little bit of those little spiky pineapple V's. Okay, Now I'm going to put this back, and I'm going to take a lighter yellow. Let me see what color I want to use. I think I'm going to use this cream yellow. Thanks, Deanna. And let me just check that. Let's see. Nope, I don't like that. Let's go with this one. Let's do the canary yellow. Okay, so we're going to do the canary yellow. And we're going to kind of go in right along the edge here and just kind of shade in a little bit of that canary yellow. Right along here. And then you can do some V's there as well. It's not going to be very noticeable, and that's okay. That's not, we don't want it to be. We want it to be very subtle. Kind of go along those orange ones that you did, those darker orange ones. Blend those in. Very good. All right, now I want you guys to take your grabby multi-liner or whatever black pen that you have. Get the smallest tip that you can. So mine's going to be the 003. So it'll be this 003 tip. And we are going to give it some of its little just random marks along the edges to kind of give it that rough look. And I'm doing it with a very light touch. And it's just random. I'm not outlining it. I'm just giving it kind of these random little squigglies, scribbles. Just kind of let your hand kind of shake. And that's what's going to do that. Okay. And then if you want to, you can give your leaves just a little bit of outlines, not a ton, just very light touch. Okay, so now we have that super cute little personality coming out. Let's give it a flower. All right, we're going to do, let me put my pencils back. We're going to pull out our Lango gel pens again. So let me... I'm going to use, let's see, I think I'm going to use a pink. Should I use pink or purple? I think I'm going to do pink. All right. So I'm going to use the pinks in this Lango set. And I'll probably use like a super light pink center. So let's do this darker pink here. Okay. All right. This is what I'm talking about when I say these Lango pens layer. Okay. They are going to go over these pencils and the watercolor really, really well. So I'm going to do kind of like a daisy shape maybe. I don't really know. what this flower is, a perennial of some sort. Okay. Just like that. And I wonder, should I do, I'm going to do 2. So I'm going to go like that. Okay. Now I'm going to dry it. I need to have one more right here. Okay. Try it. And let's do the center as a light pink. Some of the tips are still on these because I haven't used them all yet. And again, these layer really well. So as you can see, I don't have any problems layering over the top of that gel pen. Sometimes when you're layering gel pens, you don't get a very good layer on them. But these, they have an upgraded ink system so that they can layer really, really well. So I love that about these. Okay, now it is time to, let me put these back. I'll put these back up. Guys, normally after my live every day, I have my supplies like everywhere. And now that I've been able to put everything in this drawer system and this other drawer system over there, I have 2 of these. I can just stick them all back and my desk is clean again. It's so nice. Love that. Okay, let's, actually it's not time to splatter. We got to do the ground first. So let me get that done. All right, so we are going to now take and get the ground up underneath him kind of, or her kind of done. So I'm using my, golden maple brushes, and I'm going to just bring in this brown. Right up underneath him like this. Okay. And let's add a little bit of green in there too. Just I'm going to bring this brown all the way down. Just so that it doesn't look like that hill's just kind of sitting there like floating. Okay. All right, so there we have his, let's give him some grass, blades of grass kind of coming up. I have to do this from, there we go. All right. Okay, so there's our ground. And let's splatter some yellow into our sky. I'm going to use my detail brush because I don't want this to be overpowering. I want just enough, and that is it. So we're going to take and we're going to splatter just a little. And then, I don't know, maybe I need a few of the bigger drops. So I'll use my number one. I need a number one brush. Grab a little bit. Now I have to be very careful. I don't want too much, so. There we go. That's perfect. Okay. Now let's dry it. And we will peel the tape so you guys can see how stinking cute this little guy is. All right, nice and dry. Let's peel this tape. So cute. What do you guys think? I think that he turned out so stinking cute. Love this little guy. So cute. All right, let me shift you guys back down to where I can see comments better. Thank you, Deanna. Thank you, Ginger. Look at, so this is our series so far. We did the watermelon, we did the blueberry, and now we've done the pineapple. Thank you, Bizarre Cup of Tea. Thank you, Terry. I sign right down here at the bottom. Here, I've already signed this one so you can see. I sign right up underneath the bottom right-hand corner. As a matter of fact, I need to do that on both of these. Glad you said that. I sign with a 003 multi-liner that is waterproof. And the 003 allows me to do a very small signature without disturbing the art. So there is our set of 3 fruits so far. We have 3 more to go in this set. Let me show you guys the ones that I have pulled for the set. Just one second and I will find that for y'all so you can see the ones that we have coming up. Let's see, here they are. All right, so these are the ones that we have in this set. Ginger says we need a peach, so maybe I'll pull a peach up and we'll do a peach as well. I think that's a good idea. I haven't ever done a peach, so that would be fun. So these are the ones that we're doing. This was AI generated. I gave it a prompt and said I wanted to do a fruit series with some whimsical, fun characters. And so this is what it's come up with for me. So we're not stealing other people's art. We're just using these as a guide to create our own. So that is what we're doing. So tomorrow, I think we will do the strawberry. So tomorrow we'll be doing the strawberry. That will be tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be getting our strawberry done. So hopefully you guys will join me for that. Does anybody have, thank you, Kelly. Yeah, I think they're super cute. Yep, Ginger, it's been super fun. Bizarre Cup of Tea. I hope you'll join us again tomorrow. We're here Monday through Friday, usually at 11 a.m. except on, normally I have my grandkids on Tuesday nights. So on Wednesday mornings, I can't go live. I usually do a live on Wednesday night. But this week, I have my grandkids on Wednesday instead because Tuesday is Cinco de Mayo and they're homeschooled. And so they're doing a whole study on it and making a Mexican food dinner on Tuesday night. So they're going to not be here. They're going to be at home. So I'm going to have them on Wednesday instead. So Thursday this week will be my late night. So Thursday I will be doing a nighttime live instead of Wednesday this week. So I'll be doing 11 a.m. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this week. And then I'll do the 6 p.m. on Thursday and the 11 a.m. on Friday. So that's my schedule, or at least my planned schedule this week. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's tutorial of the pineapple. I think it turned out really cute. This was the one I was a little bit concerned about. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to pull it off. But I think we did. I think we pulled it off well. I think he looks cute, and it definitely looks like a pineapple, so that's a plus. And if anybody has any questions about any of the supplies that we used or anything, please feel free to pop those in the comments, and I will be happy to answer them. We did use the Meeden paint palette, so that is this right here. These are the paints that we used today. And again, this palette. Thank you, Talia. I can't wait to see yours. Be sure you send me a picture of it. These are the paints that we used. A very great beginner set, but also a really good set if you are a seasoned artist. They're very pigmented. They're super creamy, super buttery. You have 30 metallics, 12 macaroons, 6 neons, and 48 primary and secondary colors at the bottom. So it comes with pretty much everything you need to get started painting right out of the bat, except for the paper. You get brush, pencil, eraser, 2 art sponges, all your paints, and you even have a detachable mixing palette that just slips right on here. And when you're done, you just close it all up, and it's all in there ready to be stored on your shelf very easily. So, yay, Bizarre Cup of Tea. I'm so glad. Enjoyed it. I'm so glad you were here today. The other things that we used today, we used the Color colored pencils. It comes with 240 colors in this set. So you have your pinks, you have your yellows, your oranges, you get your greens, you get your blues, you get your purples, and you get your neutrals and your blacks and grays. So that is all in that palette. So if you like a good set of colored pencils, those are great. We also used the Lango today. Now this set I've had for a long time, but it has been in a box because I have not, it's been on a shelf. And so I've started using them because, whoops, wrong drawer. I've started using them because now I have access to them without having to pull down my, boxes and go through everything. So that's what I love about these drawers. So I have that. I love the neons in this set. They're absolutely gorgeous. But then they also have, obviously, all of your pinks. And they have all of your blues, greens, primary colors, and of course your grays and blacks and whites over here. So this has 90 colors in this set. And they are retractable, which I love. And they have a 0.7 millimeter tip. So that means that it's a small tip. Teeny tiny. So you can get really little stuff. These have the upgraded ink in them also, so they're designed for layering, so you can actually layer them. So they're an acrylic gel pen that layers really, really well. So this is a really nice set. So we used that today as well. And then the last thing that, we used the Meeden brushes and the Golden Maple detail brush set. So let's see, these are the brushes that we used right here. This Golden Maple set. Or I'm sorry, this Meeden set right here. and it comes with the 1, 3, 5, and 7. They also have a 9 brush set as well, but they do have a 4 brush set, which is what I use, and I really like it. So this is a super nice professional brush set that doesn't have a professional price attached to it, which is really nice. They're very affordable, and they don't shed, they don't rust. They're designed to reduce hand fatigue. They're short, so you can control your strokes really easily. So they're an excellent brush if you want to upgrade your brush system and if you want to upgrade your art. They will upgrade your art just because the brushes themselves are so, so good. So we use that. We also use the Golden Maple Detail Brush Set, which is right here. And this set is absolutely amazing because it has your flat brushes, your round brushes, your liners, your fan brush, your angled brushes. It's got 20 different detail brushes in this set, and it comes in a case so you can keep them all together, which is really nice. So that's the Golden Maple brush set. If you're looking for a really good professional detail brush set, then this is the way to go. I love this set. I use it all the time. It's exclusively the detail brush set that I use is Golden Maple. I love their brand. I love the things that their products are really high quality. And so that's the detail brush I used. The paper that we used was the Meeden paper. This Meeden paper, I used the 5x7 size. It's cold pressed 100% cotton. It has a gorgeous texture to it, as you can see. It is a beautiful texture. So, and it absorbs really well. So you end up with these really bright and vibrant pictures. And it is a great size for doing ACEOs because you can simply, you can get 4 of the ACEO sizes with no waste out of this size set, as you can see. So you don't have any waste. You just cut them, and you've got 4 out of 1 sheet. You get 20 sheets in this pad, which means you get 80 ACEO sizes out of this. This is a great paper. I love this paper. This is my favorite paper, and it's almost the paper that I use exclusively. I rarely use any other paper other than this. So if you're looking for a great set of paper, block of paper, you definitely want to go with Meeden. They make a great one. Okay, so that's the paper that we used. Let me see, anything else that I missed? I think that's everything that we used today. Pretty sure. And if you have, hang on, let me fix this here really quickly. If you feel like for some reason that you missed any of the tutorials, then just know that you can get the replays on my Tube of You. So just know that that is where you can get my replays. Okay, so any questions on anything else before I pop off of here today? I am going to, I've got lots and lots to do today. I have a lot of ACEOs that I've got to get out that have sold this week. So I need to get those done. And I have some coloring that I want to work on today. I've got some coloring pages I'm working on. I might even come on later live and do some of those. But if you have any questions before I hop off, let me know. Talia, thank you for that purchase. I got some paper refill, I see. Oh, you got the Lango pens. You're going to love those so much. I'm so excited. Thank you, Stacy Lee. Me too. I'm very, very glad that I'm feeling better. Did you get mine? Stacy Lee, you got mine, right? You did, didn't you? I think you told me you did. Well, thank you, Talia. I appreciate you making that order. Because I know that or you know that it helps me out a lot, and I appreciate you guys supporting my showcase when you need art supplies. I can tell that my throat's getting a little irritated from talking so long, so I'm going to pop off of here. You guys, I can tell that my throat's getting a little irritated from talking so long, so I'm going to pop off of here. You guys let me know if you have any questions. You always can reach out to me, DM me if you need supplies or anything else. I am incredibly honored to be able to help you if you have any questions. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time for the strawberry. We will be doing the strawberry. Yes, Talia, thank you so much. Yep, I just recently reordered some paper myself. I went ahead and got 2 blocks because it seems to go so fast for me. So I bought 2 blocks this last time. Anything good to buy? What does that mean, Stacey Lee? You mean, can I recommend anything? I recommend all the art supplies that I used. All right, guys. Love y'all, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. And we will be doing the strawberry. Okay. Also, just really quickly, for those of you who want to know, I'm doing one exclusive tutorial for my super fan club. So if you join my super fan club here on TikTok Shop, I'm doing an exclusive tutorial just for those members. If you have not joined that and you would like to, you can click on the fan club information and it will tell you how to do that. So we have an exclusive little area where we will, in the app, that we will do an exclusive tutorial just for you guys. So it'll be more intimate because there'll be fewer of us and I'll be able to answer questions more and all the things. So if you have not joined my super fan club, then do that, and we will be doing that. I haven't set a date and time for this month's yet, but I will sit down and do that, and I will let you guys know tomorrow for sure the day and time that we're going to be doing that. There's also other benefits that you get as a super fan club member. You can read out all about it when you go into my super fan club area. Okay? All right, guys.